He called me a catfish, all because he could not manipulate me into talking on the Shiesty app. But with me, you play silly games, you will win a silly prize. So on this video, I'm going to tell you how the manipulation unfolded and what you can do about it if somebody tries to manipulate you. Because we ain't the one nor the two. So normally I don't talk to men online because my time and my peace are very, very valuable to me. And every now and then a guy will show up and want to try to holler, so I'll let him just so I can see who they really are. I thought this chat was going to be harmless, but he did the most. He was real cool. Nothing weird about him. Very, very pleasant conversation, very intelligent, full of life energy, seemed genuine, seemed to want to really get to know me, see what I was about. And he seemed cool, but my spidey senses started tingling and I didn't know why. And generally when that happens, I think it's been me. But a lot of times I've been absolutely right. It's been them. When I just started feeling weird, I just paid attention to it. I made sure to watch. A couple of weeks of us talking went by really well. Smooth. He didn't make any sudden moves or anything like that. He asked me, did I mind talking on a different platform? He asked me if I had ever used Telegram. I told him I had not heard of it, but I asked him what it was, and he answered me. I told him I already had Messenger and asked if he used that. He said he did not have it and said that Telegram is just like Messenger, so would I mind just downloading it? And after I downloaded it, could I add him? I told him just download Messenger. And like I said, spidey senses going off like, something wasn't right. But I told him, you don't have to have Facebook to use Messenger if that's a concern. He had told me, okay, give him a second. I gave him a second. He comes back with, I just tried to download it on my device. It's still not working. And I've tried to do it before, and I don't know what happens. It just doesn't, it won't run on my device. Even with the spidey senses going off, conversation, like I said, was still respectful. I felt okay enough to possibly offer him my phone number. So I told him, you know what? I'm going to do something that I've not done in over 3 years. I'm going to give you my phone number. Guess what he comes back with? That's nice. You can use this link to talk to me on Telegram. Send me a DM. I hope you understand. Spidey senses. Y'all see that? Trust your gut. Spidey senses going all off, all up and through this wig. I hope you understand. That's what he said to me. His statement did not move me to action. I started absolutely now looking at him all upside his head because you're moving funny. I told him, I don't care to do Telegram. I offered you my number, which I didn't give, but I offered to give him my number. And then I told him, I said, if you're worried about numbers, you can have an app number if you're concerned. Nope, he still wanted to be on Telegram. He was pressing Telegram like he had stock. I ended up talking to my niece about it. She told me that it is really shady and questionable to her. She said people do talk on there, whatever, but it's definitely shady to her. So this made my spidey senses go off even more. I told y'all something was not right. I told you. The next day comes and I tell him, I prefer to keep our conversations on Twitter. I am uncomfortable with the new means that you want to talk on, so you can just talk to me on Twitter. And I told him, I hit him with his, I hope you understand. He said he was still cool with it. But guess what? This ain't my first rodeo. I knew that this was not going to be the end of it. I knew in my spirit that this conversation was going to be revisited. I knew that, and I was right. Watch this. So we continue to still have these really good conversations. Nothing weird, nothing chaotic. Real good conversations, but I'm still like, I'm waiting. So a few days go by. I hadn't gotten on Twitter. When I finally get on there, I had 3 messages from him. He was expressing how worried he was about me and all this concern about where I had been, and he was getting worried because I had not responded. I told him, oh, I was all right. I just didn't make it a habit getting on Twitter. And when I did, mostly it was so I could, put my content up there too. I knew then this was the moment he had been waiting for his whole life. He comes back with, I'm glad everything's all right. I'm going to check out your YouTube channel as well. And I would really appreciate it if you got on Telegram, because that would make things much easier for us and we could talk on the phone there as well. Lord. On purpose, I do not respond to him. I waited a couple hours because me now, I'm trying to subdue my flesh. I'm trying to subdue it. And in the middle of trying to subdue my flesh, I need to also subdue my text fingers, because they like to talk too. You get to talking, they get to texting. And a lot of times it's been stuff that you really don't want to hear or read. So now I'm good. I'm cool, calm, and collected. I respond with my chest. I am not doing Telegram. It has been noted to be fishy and questionable, and I want no parts of it. I offered you a phone number, but you still wanted Telegram. Even that is fishy to me. Just saying. He says, what about WhatsApp? I said again with my chest, we can talk here on Twitter. Guess what he hits me with? Y'all ready? Honestly, I feel like I'm being catfished. I really appreciate it if you would at least take my WhatsApp and add me on WhatsApp. Is the number you gave me WhatsApp? I could feel it, the fire shut up in my bones, wanting to deal with this dude in a way that would not have been pleasing to the Lord. After about 10 minutes, I leave my final response. I said, whoa. Why do you feel like you're being catfished? I didn't pursue you, right? First and foremost, you came in my inbox. Lastly, you're the one that's making it difficult to talk like regular people. I said I offered to give you my number and an app number in case you were concerned, but you wanted to keep it all on Telegram. And I said, fine, believe what you want. And I blocked him. What did he think was going to be achieved with narcissism and manipulation? But hold on, y'all. It wasn't over. He had the nerve to come to my YouTube in my comment section and leave me an apology. I remained silent. What was done was done. I made that final judgment call. I didn't need to see anything else. This ain't Call of Duty. This ain't Squid Games. Because you are not going to manipulate me. You are not going to pressure me. Conversation went on longer than it should have. But like I said, I was just trying to be accommodating and not cut off Cheryl. Because cut off Cheryl, like I said, will cut you off at the umbilical cord. You will not have any air, any food, no nutrients, nothing to get from me to you. If I'm single for the rest of my life, I will be fine because I've learned to be comfortable with me. I've learned that boundaries are necessary. And if you cross them, I don't mind telling you to stay in your lane. And if you don't know how to stay in your lane, I know how to get out of the lane that you're in. I know how to do that for myself, because my peace will not be worn down because you don't know who you are. I know who I am. And that's the problem. I know who I am. And who I am is not to be played with. So don't. But yeah, if you want to play games, I believe in games. Reindeer games, squid games. We can do that. You know the outcome of squid games. We can do that. Do not play with me. If I tell you to leave me alone, please leave me alone. So here's what I want y'all to take away from this. Number one, trust your gut. It's always right. Number two, boundaries are non-negotiable. Always. Number three, it's okay to refuse repeatedly and not feel bad about it. And number four, your time and peace are valuable. Don't let anybody play with your time and peace. Don't let them test you with your time and your peace. Do not. So the next time somebody wants to play games with your trust and your peace and your time, remember, you are not the one nor the two. Stay firm, stay safe, and remember to pay attention to the discernment that has been given to you. It's there for a reason. It's an alert. Something ain't right. So you need to pay attention to that. Put yourself first and let the chips fall where they may. Okay? So if you've enjoyed this video, subscribe to me. Come chill. Come hang. Love you.